Well, 4 years later, and questions still surround the murder of Anthony Minor. He was gunned down at an ATM near Waters Avenue.
WJCL was there as his family held a vigil on the anniversary of his death last week. Tonight, we're taking a closer look into his case and where police are in this investigation. WJCL's Ash Lincoln joins us now with more on this story. Hey, Ash.
Well, Kevin and Jennifer, this is a case where there is little forensic evidence and witnesses. It's a combination investigators say makes it difficult to crack the case.
4 years later, and questions still remain.
It's very frustrating. We don't have any closure.
Who killed Anthony Minor? The 49-year-old Savannah native, 12-year veteran, father and grandfather, found shot to death at this Bank of America on Waters in 2010.
This sort of situation where it's an unsolved case, the families, they don't have closure because they're not sure exactly what happened, what the circumstances were, or who's responsible.
But to fully understand the circumstances, let's go back 4 years to that night. It was Saturday, November 6, 2010. Investigators say Minor was headed out for a night with friends, but before he got to the party, Minor needed some cash.
So the Wells Fargo ATM machine first. The ATM machine is out of service. So then he comes across the street here to the BP gas station, which is at the corner of Waters and Durant Avenue. He goes in, asks the clerk if they have an ATM, and the clerk says, no, we don't have an ATM, but you might want to check the CVS pharmacy, which is right behind the gas station. So that's exactly what Mr. Minor does. He gets in his vehicle, drives to the CVS over here.
Investigators say after checking out at CVS, Minor made his way over to this ATM. They say he was trying to avoid a service charge, the reason why he checked out the stores before this ATM. Ultimately, his last resort will lead to his last moments.
Parks at the ATM, walks up to the ATM to get some money out of it. At that time he was approached, and ultimately he was shot.
But days after the shooting, investigators thought this case was solvable. Flyers and billboards were up throughout the city seeking information. But days quickly turned into months and months into years.
This is a case where we know that we probably had witnesses. There was a lot of traffic in that area.
Investigators believe someone saw something that November night.
I believe that we have had contact with people that know something about the case, and maybe at that time, for whatever reason, the circumstances around it maybe put them in some sort of fear of coming forward. So I do believe that there are people that have knowledge.
Knowledge that has yet to be revealed 4 years later.
And it's like a missing link in our family. Until we get closure, then the link will never close again.
Minor's family is still waiting for answers with heavy hearts, waiting for the moment when the call will come that his killer will be brought to justice.
And Minor's family and investigators need answers. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. The number is right there on your screen. And Kevin and Jennifer, again, 4 long years and still no answers.
Well, let's certainly hope this story can generate some leads for the family.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks, Ashley.